our cyclical readings of Torah, kind of the first week of the new year without holidays, where we begin Torah again with the portion of Bereshit in the beginning. And I found this sheet that Jim did a long time ago that is really quite remarkable. It's a sheet that has on it, I would pull it up if I could, but it says, Bereshit bara Elohim et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. In the beginning, the way it's usually translated is Bereshit, in the beginning, bara Elohim, created God, the heavens and the earth. But in this sheet, Jim points out,
this is the way the Zohar reads it.
That the Zohar reads it.
Put it up to the camera.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Let me show you. So can you see it? Okay. How do you do it? Like that?
Lift it. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Bereshit. So technically, the way the Zohar reads it is in the beginning, and there's something missing. In the beginning, something unsaid. This something. Bara Elohim, created God. The heavens and
blank
the earth.
Created God.
So blank, yeah, something
because
that's
the
missing
third person
created God.
Is implied in the verb in Hebrew.
Something bara.
It's implied.
Something created. That something is unspoken. It's not there. It's a blank. So it's a mystery. And I think I like the idea of starting Torah with a mystery. I like starting Torah with the wonder and the awe of creation, especially in the times we're living in, to reclaim that awe, to reclaim the wonder at the world around us, no matter how broken it is because of us, that there's still something new. There's still wonder. There's still the unspoken. I had the privilege of meeting with kindergartners this week, and I told them about the very first thing that was created, the Zohar. It wasn't the light of the sun and the moon and the stars, but it was the Or, the light, the very first light, the light of God, the light of the soul. I told them to look into each other's eyes and find that light, because I told them that, when that first light, when Adam and Eve left the garden, they wanted to find a way to take that light with them, and so they put it in a stone, and that stone became the Zohar. And the Zohar was passed from generation to generation until it was lost in the flood of Noah, to be found by Abraham in the cave where he was born. That glowing stone that held the light of God, the light that reminded us that that's what our souls are. It was passed again and again, lit the way in the ark for Noah, lit the way for Moses through the wilderness. It kept the light on even for the slaves during the time of slavery. But finally it found its way to King David, and it was how David knew how to sing the Psalms. It was that light of God. And then when David's son Solomon saw that the kingdom would divide after him, they decided to hide the Zohar. And one theory was that it was hidden in the souls of children who would still have that wonder when they would see creation, and they would somehow be committed to preserving the wonder and the awe of Bereshit, the beginning. So Bereshit, in the beginning, something wonderful created, Elohim. Our best versions of ourselves. And divided began the first division, the first cell, the heavens and the earth, the first divisions. But we never forgot the oneness, the call back to being united, call back to being one, and that's Shabbat. So Shabbat always begins with the lighting of the candles. Right, Jimmy? We light candles. I invite you to light your candles with us, to take in that holy light. You know, we light these lights to remind us that it was that oneness, that light that we all share, that calls us on Shabbat to remember the connectedness of creation. So gather in the light, gather it in, and join us in the blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen. So Jimmy, sing us into Shabbat. And Shalom Aleichem. Angels. Let's call upon the angels to come and join us on Shabbat.
Shalom Aleichem. Malachi Ashari. Malachi Elyon. Malachi Harachamim. Mi Melech. Malachi HaMelachim. HaKadosh Baruch Hu Boachem L'Shalom Malachi HaShalom Malachi Elyon Malachi Harachamim Mi Melech Malachi HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Barchuni L'Shalom Malachi HaShalom Malachi Elyon Malachi Harachamim Mi Melech Malachi HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Tzitachem L'Shalom Malachi HaShalom Malachi Elyon Malachi Harachamim Mi Melech Malachi HaMelachim הקדוש ברוך הוא. צאתכם לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון, מלכי הרחמים. מי מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא.
So we invite you to slow down. It's been a big week for us at CRC. We welcomed our new executive director, Adam, today. Today was his very first day. We hope everybody will have a chance to meet him over the next weeks and months as we begin to be hybrid and kind of back in business together. I don't know if he's with us tonight, but welcome, Adam, if you are, for your first Shabbat with us. I know next Friday night maybe will be a formal welcome at the Friday night service, and I think it might even be an in-person one for our new executive director, Adam. And I know tonight too, hopefully at some point, we'll be joined by 3 pilgrims who are about to make their way from St. Louis to Israel with the Reuben Fellowship Program. So we're going to give them a little blessing to take on their way. But first, we invite you to kind of slow down so that we can take in this piece that is the Shabbat. Maybe with a little love song. What do you say? Dodi. Remembering. And I don't know if our pilgrims will make it to the north, but if you go to Sfat in the north, the holy city of Sfat, you'll learn about the holy Ari, who gave us the wonderful interpretation of the breaking of the vessels. And the mystical promise that as broken as things are, we have the ability to make them whole. And it begins on Friday night as we call to the Sabbath Queen, to the bride, to come and meet their beloveds waiting for them. And that's what the mystics of Shabbat would do with the Ari. They would dress in white. They would go out, and if you catch it just right, you can see the sun. You face west, and you see the sun kind of being drawn to the mountains, to the hills of the Upper Galilee, and you see her. You can see her descending. You can see her in all her glory, the presence of godliness descending to fill the spaces between us on Shabbat, so that we can feel that promise of being mushlam, being whole, having all of our parts, making our ourselves whole. All of the world's coming so close. It feels like they're that they kiss. So we call to our beloved with Dodi.
חדודי לקראת קלה, ונשבע נקבלה. לחדודי לקראת קלה, ונשבע קבלה שמעו זכו דיבורך. השמיענו אל המיוחד אדוני אחד ושמועך. שם תפארת ולתחילה. חדודי לקראת קלה ונשבע קבלה. לחדודי לקראת קלה ונשבע קבלה. לכו לקראת שבת לכו ונלך כי מקום הברכה מראש מקדם נסוכה. סוף מעשה ומחשבה תחילה. חדודי לקראת קלה ונשבע קבלה. לחדודי לקראת קלה ונשבע קבלה. התעוררי כי באורך ומי אורי שתדברי כבוד אדוני עלייך לילה. חדודי לקראת קלה ונשבע קבלה. לחדודי לקראת קלה ונשבע קבלה. בואי בשלום עטרת בעלה גם בשמחה ובצחוק תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה בואי חלה. חדודי לקראת קלה ונשבע קבלה. חדודי לקראת קלה ונשבע קבלה. חדודי לקראת קלה ונשבע קבלה. חדודי לקראת קלה ונשבע קבלה.
And we call each other to prayer with the words of the Baruch.
ברכו את אדוני בורא. ברוך אדוני המבורך המבורך לעולם
What does it mean to commit ourselves to forever and ever? The words of the Shema are a call to each of us to Shema, to listen. Shabbat is also a time to listen, to quiet ourselves and to be able to hear the Kol Mamadaka, that still small voice within us, and to listen to the voices, the sounds that call us to know that all is Echad, all is one.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
Join us. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ושובך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לתוצפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. And in every service, we do sing the same words that Moses and Miriam and all of the people of Israel sang at the shores of the sea.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נוכרתי לא תוסף אליך, מלכותך רומנך, וקיים לפני משה, זלי זלי זלי, זלי זלי זלי, זלי ענו ואמרו, Adonai Imlo, Adonai Imlo, Adonai Imlo, Leolam Moed. Adonai Imlo, Adonai Imlo, Adonai Imlo, Leolam Moed. Adonai Imlo. Adonai Imlo, Adonai Imlo, Adonai Imlo, Adonai Imlo, Leolam Moed. Adonai Imlo, Adonai Imlo, Adonai Imlo, Leolam Moed. לעולם הבוער. בוער ונאמר כי פדה אדוני יעקב, וגואלו מיד חזק ממנו. Baruch atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael. As you redeemed Jacob and saved him from arms that were stronger than his own, so may you redeem all who are oppressed and persecuted. Then Miriam, Hanaviyah, the prophetess, she took a drum in her hand and we followed her with drums and dancing. And Miriam chanted with us. Shiru le'Adonai ki ga'oka. Shiru le'Adonai ki ga'oka. Shiru le'Adonai ki ga'oka. Shiru le'Adonai ki ga'oka. Sus baruchu Rama vayam. Sus baruchu Rama vayam. Shiru le'Adonai ki ga'oka. Shiru le'Adonai ki ga'oka. Fros aleinu sukat shalomecha. Baruch atah Adonai Aporei sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Blessed are you who spreads the shelter of peace over us and over all people, and over Jerusalem, Jerusalem, Jerusalem. We are praying for the peace of Jerusalem. We are praying for the peace of Jerusalem.
We hope our pilgrims will bring our prayers for peace to Jerusalem, the city of peace. May it come soon. We hope you'll take with you our Sukkot Shalom, our shelter of peace, and find it there in all the different places that you'll visit. Some of them more peaceful than others, but all with a potential for peace. One of the Psalms that Jimmy put to music, one of the most beautiful Psalms, Psalm 85 says, "You tell the truth with loving kindness and justice and peace. Kiss." And you'll feel that in Israel. You'll feel it there, especially in Jerusalem. You'll feel the heavens and the earth are so close there that you feel like they can kiss. And as broken and as difficult as it is, it gives you hope that peace is possible. Because if it happens there, it will happen everywhere. And there's nothing holier than Shabbat in Israel. Because it's not just our secret thing as the Jewish people here. It's the whole country. The whole country. Everyone, the Jews in Israel have Shabbat.
Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et Shabbat לעשות את השבת Bedorotam berito Beini ven bene Yisrael oti leolam Ki sheshed yamim asana Et hashamayim v'et haaretz Vayom hashvi'i Shavar vayinafash Shavar vayinafash Shavar vayinafash. The children of Israel shall keep the Shabbos. Observing it in every generation is a covenant for all time. It is a sign. It is a sign forever between me and the people of Israel. For in 6 days the Eternal One made the heavens and the earth. And on the seventh day God rested. Vayinafash. God breathed the soul into creation. Vayinafash.
May our souls be renewed on the Shabbat. Let's begin the tefillah together, and then take a few moments in silence to go through the prayers. Right? Can I do this thing?
Adonai Sifatah Tiftach Tiftach Adonai Sifatah Tiftach Tiftach Adonai Sifatah Tiftach. Oh God, open up my lips that my mouth might sing a little poetry. Oh Adonai Sifatah Tiftach ufi yagid eilatecha Adonai Sifatah Tiftach.
So if you have the Siddur, just take a few moments to either pray the prayers that are here or the prayers you have in your own hearts, and we'll meet together in a moment at the prayer for peace. You back?
Yeah.
Let's do a prayer for peace. portion. I guess this is a kind of a blessing for our pilgrims, for Leah, for Risa, and for Helen. Take with you your own peace. Something no one can take from you. Like I said in my note to you, our son, when he was just a little boy, said, going to Israel is not like going to Jamaica. It's not a vacation. I mean, it's wonderful, but it's difficult. It's challenging. As I said, the veil, that usually separates us and protects us is kind of thin there. You feel everything. All of the senses are heightened there. Well, you taste the cucumbers. You never really tasted a cucumber, right? Until you eat a cucumber in Israel. Everything has heightened taste, smell, even touch, and sight. I think because it's closer, maybe, to the heavens, I don't know. Everything is brighter. The sunsets, the sunrise. Well, you see the sunset over the Mediterranean. Kind of moves its way and then gets so close to the sea. The sea drinks it in, and then for a moment it comes back up, and then it's gone. And then it rises again on the other side of the Jordan, over the hills of Edom, Moab. Hills that we know from our stories, we know in our DNA. We've been there before. It is so beautiful. I remember the first time we went to Jordan and we looked at Israel from that side, the way that Moses saw the land. Even there, it felt so familiar. Maybe because we've been reading about it for so long, maybe because we've been telling the stories for so long, somehow they were in our DNA, but you'll see. When you step into the land, you feel it is a text. It speaks to you. But peace there doesn't mean, being peaceful. Peace there is something more. It's about wholeness. It's about being mushlam, being whole. Letting the insides and the outsides match. And so it's about not hiding your feelings, not hiding truth. Telling it with as much loving kindness as you can, but knowing that it is very imperfect. And that there's a lot of work to be done to achieve the Shalom Rav, the great peace that we long for.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha. Baruch atah Adonai המברך את עמו ישראל לשלום. מברך את עמו ישראל. שלום רב על ישראל עמך. תעשי לעולם.
Peace. Peace in the world. Amen. So, Risa and Leah and Helen, if you're there, it's hard to know, but we send you with a blessing on your way to a blessing. A happy birthday to Leah. I know she's going to have a birthday when she's in Israel with the group, so her family is celebrating with her tonight. I wish you a happy birthday and a great celebration. What more can we wish for you than a meaningful journey? And Jimmy, the Torah portion this week, I don't know, there's so many things in it. What was it that created God in those first words? So many things. Why was light the first thing created? Or, or is light and spelled a different way, but said the same way in Hebrew. Or is also skin, or, like your skin, if you, something about the skin being a separator between the inner and the outer worlds.
Or makif, or pinimi, or makif, the surrounding light and the internalizing light. Or makif and or pinimi, the surrounding light and the internalizing light.
So that's a beautiful image. And we send you to the land of light. Wait till you see Jerusalem. It really becomes gold at sunset, at dusk. I'm sure you'll be in Jerusalem for Shabbat. I always like to do that. And there's a moment when it's not the days of the week. It's not Friday, and it's not yet Shabbat. There's this in-between time, and you'll see the light in Jerusalem in that between time. Turns everything golden, pink and then gold. And then it's dark. And even with the lights,
hidden away for the future,
you can see stars there. The sky is full of stars. And the moon, the Jews and the Muslims, we are moon people. So you feel the cycles of the moon there, because both the Jews and the Muslims were all counting our days by the moon, by the new moon, by the full moon, by the waxing and the waning of the moon. It's all there. But what I was going to ask you, Jimmy, about is, what do you think about the very first question in the Torah? The very first question is a question that's posed by God. Eve, in the story, Eve has this wonderful interaction with the serpent that helps them get out of the garden. Right after that, God says to Adam, Ayeka, where are you? Now, God is everything, right? God is God. So God, it's not a question, right? Ayeka, God says to Adam, where are you? I think it's the question, right? It's asked to all of us. The very first question, Ayeka, where are you?
usually not translated correctly.
What do you think it is?
It's where you at.
Hmm?
It's where are you at.
Where are you at? Yeah, that's right. I think that's exactly right. That's what he's saying. Where are you at?
Where are you at?
Where are you at? That's exactly right. Where are you? It's not where are you, but where are you in this moment? Hamakom yinachem, we say, may your place comfort you. That's always the answer when you don't know what else to do. Find your makom, find your place. When you're lost, when you're confused, when you don't know what next steps to take. Ayeka, hear God's question. Where are you at? Find your place. Find your place in the story. Find your place, your place, where you belong, where you are, how you're feeling, what you need. Ayeka, where are you at? I think that's the question, and I guess to our pilgrims, we say, take the question of this portion with you. Ayeka, wherever you are, find your place. Whether it's at the seashore, you'll see the beautiful seashore and the ruins. You'll see the mountains of Hermon, where there's snow. It gives birth to the Jordan River, not the Mississippi, believe me. A little trickle of a river, but it fills the Galil, it fills the Sea of Galilee. Find your place in the Galilee. Find your place on the lowest place on earth if you get to the Dead Sea. The lowest place from the highest place. Jordan ends there, but then it evaporates. Comes back in other places. Find your place when you're in Jerusalem at the Kotel. As complicated as that wall is, especially for women. There's no right or wrong way to feel when you're there. It's just the way you feel. Find your place in the story. You have a place in the story. It's your story too. And it is being written because that's who we are. We are not spectators to history. We are the writers of history. We are the makers of history. And it continues. Ayeka. Ayeka. That's the challenge to all of us, to find our lane, we say, to find our place in the tikkun, in the repair of the olam, of the world. And for some, it will be marching for choice. For others, it will be to free those who are stuck again in the workhouse. For others, it will be to work for a living wage. For others, it will be to fight racism with everything we've got. For others, it will be to free the prisoner, to fight for justice, to make sure everybody votes and can vote, to make sure that we have those social programs that lift people up out of poverty. Hamakom, Ayeka, where are you? Find your place. Where are you at? Ayeka. So will you give our pilgrims a blessing as they go on their way? They're leaving on Sunday. And we'll look forward to hearing their stories when they come back.
Baruch atah Adonai mevarech adamo b'shalom Mevarech et amo v'shalom. May you be blessed with peace. Mevarech et amo v'shalom. May you be blessed in peace and discovery. And renewal. And a deepening from within, the orpanimi, the light that settles within.
Amen. So, Amisha Berach, the healing prayer. I love the teachings that our friend Larry is adding to the chat. Larry, we're going to be at a wedding together on Sunday, I understand. I look forward to seeing you. We're also grandparents at a soccer game together. Right. Pray for that. So I'm going to pull up the Misha Berach list, the healing prayer list. I know there are a lot of people that could use some healing. Let's see if I can find it here. I'm going to start with Lois Loomstein. I know she's there with her family, her beautiful family, her angel Teresa, and we pray for her. I also want to say a special prayer for one of the most amazing people I know, Pat Denlow. Sending her lots of strength and healing. For Hortense Goodman, just a beautiful woman who I think is 98 years old, and taking every day that she can to be with her family. For Rick Hack and Gail Rock and Evan Richards, Gary Schulman, Susan Schroeder, Debbie Zorensky, Dr. Richard Burns, Julie Stevenson, Toby Schreiber, I think Meredith Berkowitz is okay, Tom Fox, Sherry Hugler O'Donnell, Roshan Batman, Kay Walpert, Rhonda Banford, praying for you, Judy Markey, Dr. Powers, Choco, Ann Rudy, Liv Reynolds, Michelle Long and her sister, Martha Messina, Judy Underhill, Stacy Abeleys, Alan Snyder, Eileen Ehrlich, Steve Littlejohn, Shirley Patricia, Annette Sklar, Karen Teitelbaum, Dennis Judd, Alex McGrath, Betsy Ribner, Lisa Schlesinger, Victoria Barmarkin, Elizabeth Weinberg, Brandon McFadden, Tabitha Hill, Kelly and Donald Shimwell, Sylvia Ernst, Ann Mays, Gloria Lash, Chapin Kaner, Lois Chait, Don Cohn, Susan Lipson, Sharon Linder, Doug Pop, Deborah Lynn Green, Sharon Hollander, hope she's okay, Sylvia Ginsburg, still with us, Jerry and Patty Bedauer, I've seen them, I know they're well now, Chuck Manis, Mary Lou Bollinger, Lisa Anzalotti, Miriam Weintraub, Susan Fadum, Lila Sauer, Lila, little Lila. Oh, Lila, hope you're doing better. Every day getting stronger and stronger. Lois Loomstein, we said, Barrett, Braun, Chris Hexter, who's going to have surgery on Monday. Chris, we are with you. And Maria Petty, Helen's sister-in-law. Anybody else? Did you get any other names there?
Ann Mays. Ann Mays.
Mm-hmm. Oops.
That's all.
Okay. For all of these people that we have named and all the people that we hold in our hearts, I don't know. I had a wonderful moment yesterday, and I don't know how these prayers work, and I don't even know if I believe them, but I do them. I offer them whenever I can, and I sat with my friend Pat yesterday with her beautiful sister-in-law Ruthie, and we just held Pat, and just the way she told us to hold her, and we prayed, and we prayed, and we prayed. She was suffering so. And today I walked in, and she was eating a tuna fish sandwich with a pickle. So you never know. Just never know. It's in bigger hands than ours, but at least we know we've done what we can when we offer these prayers.
Refuat HaNefesh, Refuat HaGuf, for the healing of the spirit, the healing of the body, for those we know, for those we don't know. For those we know, for those we don't know. On my right, the angel Michael, on my left, the angel Gabriel. In front of me, the angel Uriel, behind me. The angel Raphael, above my head, above my head, above my head, Shekhinah Tail. Baruch atah Adonai Rofei HaCholim, blessed are you, great healer. Amen. Amen.
Adam, if you're with us, again, I want to welcome you. We're looking forward to formally welcome you. I think it's next Friday night, but I know there'll be many times for us to formally kind of welcome you into this community, into our family. We're thrilled that you're here. Thank you for moving from California to St. Louis. People say, he came from California to St. Louis? Yeah, so we're grateful. We're very grateful. And the words of the Aleinu say we got to take on, what it is that is, our work. And Adam, you've taken it on. You've taken us on. So we appreciate that. Aleinu, let's take on upon us all of the wonderful challenges that will help make the world a better place. Aleinu l'shabach l'adon hakol, l'atid gedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu kigoye haratzot, velo hosamanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chalkenu kachem, vegor aleinu kachol hamonav, ve'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim, lifnei melech malchei amlechim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shemot Hashamayim ve'yoser Aretz, u'mosher yikaro b'shamayim ima'ah, u'shchinatu zo b'gofei meromim. Hu Eloheinu ein od, emet malkeinu efes ulato, Kakatu betorato, v'yadata layom v'hashivota el levavecha, ki Adonai hu ha'Elohim, b'shamayim ima'ah, ve'al haaretz, mitachat ein od.
כתוב בתורתך אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
And before we say Kaddish and end the service, know that tomorrow morning there is an in-person service at CRC. It's the Bat Mitzvah of Kira Hoisington. And masks are required for all attendees, and you can register to attend on the website. I think everyone is vaccinated. Then on Sunday, very important, Triple High at 10:30, also on Zoom, I believe. You can register on the website. Is the topic is abortion rights, and it's led by CRC member Larry May, who will lead this very important discussion on. Larry taught political philosophy and legal theory for 40 years at different universities, including WashU and Vanderbilt, and we'll have a serious conversation about what we need to do to fight for abortion rights today, and what are the issues. There's lots of adult learning going on. You can check the website for that. Of course, my phone just died, which is really a problem. So I need you to pull up on your phone the email from Ilana that has the Kaddish list on it. Would you do that?
Mm-hmm.
If you email it, my phone totally died. I'm sorry about that. So, but I think there was one more thing on. Shanda is on Sunday at 1 o'clock. You're always welcome. You can check the website for that as well. Our group that we do every Sunday at 1 o'clock for people living with mental illness. And, don't you hate when it does that? One of these days, we're going to figure out how to put the Kaddish list up on the screen, right? Are we going to figure out how to do that? Yeah, I would love to see us be able to do that, like maybe scroll it like you did for the high holidays on the screen, because I can't open it. So Jim is trying to get the list on his phone so we can just press where it says, did you get it?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful, okay. Thank you. Okay, so, and if you want to send any names as well, you can either send them to Autumn. Yeah, maybe put them in the chat, and Autumn, you can tell us those names. But I'll begin with the names of the people who have died most recently. Anthony Sean Hikes, Howard Handelman, M. Mavshin, Shirley Gershon, Joel Leon, Jose Maria Velasco Sr., Jeffrey Watson, Morton Wexler, Carol Katz, David Levin, Greg Carlson, Judith Coleman, Lindsay Margulies, Benjamin Katz, Stephen Watson, Evelyn Rudin, Jonathan Klentnick, Michael Parker, Donna Kitchen, Arlene Meltzer, Sydney Noster, Lizzie Pressburg, Dr. Nellie Grosswasser, Madeline Iris, Lou Myers, Mel Padower, Jerry Berger, Jack Oglander, Robert Fauser, Eleanor Flegel, Ann Alter, Tootsie Esrog, Peter Fishman, Erwin Pollack, Carl Wiley, Ann Fetterman, Emily Engelhardt, Connie Wacker, Alvin Nissenbaum, Tammy Kai, Marcel Pollack, Bernard Tobin, Gary Rikus, Joan Klein, Michael Kiernan, Father Robert Johnston, Orietta Cohn, Dan Sokol, Dr. Erica Gartner, Herbert Fagan, Gail Hollefeld, Alex Hochberg, Ethan Gonzalez, Raphael Berger, Marie Elaine Nicholson, Tucker Wright, Ed Lander, Tyler Shemwell, Andy Neiman, Bobby Morell, Judge Roberta Hitt, Andy Rockman, Gary Wenicky, Matt Friedman, Janice Marks, Karen Margot, Art Peters, Suzanne Cooperman Gill, Joan Zucker, Allison and Josie Abitz, mother and daughter, Bernard Davis, wonderful physician, Carol Fleischer, Linda Holtzman, I remember, Frank Backlaman, Judy Hunter, Beatrice Daniel, most recently Hillary's mom, and just this week, Kyle Courier, much too young, husband and father. The yard sites at this time are Jeff Carlson, Lee Lubeck, Dorothy Wolin, Susan Acosta, when she died, Jenny Kaufman, Clark Papin, Milton Schneider, Carol Gerstein, Rosalind Golub, Herman Keyes III, Essie Mae Mitchell, Rose Fremder, Sylvia Frisch, Pauline Krause, Louis Lander, Harvey Sherman, Joshua Schlesinger, Minnie Suffian, Leonard Bell, William Burse, Eileen Kashmir, Elliot Ollie Fagenbaum, Ellen Isserman, Ray Poltman, Randy Roberts, Nathan Zide, Beverly Kalish, Gene Sanders, Walter Stark, Ed Sternick, Stella Rishnoff, Marion Neidl, Mayor Jerome Roshbaum, Liz Shen, and Andrew Stone. So for all of these good people that we name, Autumn, did you get any more names that I didn't mention?
Yeah, we also have Ollie Booker, St. Clair Booker, Eric Burrell, Deborah Hill, Audrey Booker's Yahrzeit, Philip Kranzberg, and Martin Spielberg.
Great. Could people hear you? Oh, good. Okay, thanks. Alrighty. And for all of those, for all of these, for all the people that we hold in our hearts, we say the words of the Kaddish. Again, if our goal is to bring the worlds closer together so that this world is a little bit more like that world, then that's what the Kaddish is meant to do. Bring the worlds just a little closer together so we can feel close to those we've loved and lost. So we say together, Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbi, v'yalmad yivrach yorotei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayachon v'yomachon v'chayei l'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agalav v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yishmei Rabbi v'varach le'olam olamei omayah. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitalei v'yitalal shemei d'kudashah b'richu la'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechmata da'amiran b'ilma v'imru amen. Yehi Shalom Rav min Shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei Shalom b'mamav, uya osei Shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru, amen.
Amen. Ve'imru, 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 amen. Ve'imru, ve'imru.
So once again, thank you to the pilgrims for joining us, to Leah, Teresa, and to Helen. We wish you a remarkable journey. It always is. Again, it's not a vacation. It's not like going to Jamaica, as Jacob said, but it is a pilgrimage, a sacred pilgrimage, and it is always filled with wonder. So we look forward to receiving you, to hearing the stories when you get back, and so we hope you'll take us with you, take the blessings with you. And again, a big welcome to Adam. Look forward to everybody getting to know you and you getting to know us. And Stacy Kramer reminds us that the bat mitzvah tomorrow, the in-service bat mitzvahs, in-person bat mitzvahs, people do need to be vaccinated, but some of the siblings, it's possible that siblings of the bat mitzvah student will not be vaxxed. So that's important to know if you have any kind of, issues and you really don't want to be exposed in any way. We're always going to have a hybrid. We're always going to be streamed. So, and I think we're always going to be streamed, no matter, even if this pandemic ever ends and we're back in person, we'll always be able to be virtual for all the people who have joined us who aren't local, especially. We so love you and welcome you and are glad to have you in our family. So we'll end with a blessing and a prayer for a Shabbat Shalom, where everyone really gets to make space to answer that call. Ayeka, where are you at?
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. Will the upper worlds and the lower worlds find each other? Ye'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichunecha. It will be a secret, generous wisdom. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. And every individual will be known as a version of God. King Yehi Ratzon, King Yehi Ratzon.
Amen. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. We hope you have a wonderful Shabbat. Take some time. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.